On the north side of the Friedhof Square stands the Generaalshuis, House of the General, which is the entrance to the theatre on the Friedhof nowadays. At the top of the elongated facade, the fronton immediately catches the eye, with the representation designed in brilliant white and sparkling yellow. On the left, a woman is depicted next to a sheaf of wheat, a basket and a plough. She represents agriculture. On the right stands a woman with a horn of plenty and a staff, the staff of Mercury, god of trade, in her hands. Behind her lies a Freiter. This woman represents trade. The fronton refers to the two main activities of Petrus Franciscus de Coulinier, who had the Generaalshuis built in 1805 for him and his family. He cultivated and traded in madder and tobacco. Madder is a plant from which red pigment substances were obtained. The Generaalshuis is a city palace in classicistic style. The facade has a strict symmetric layout, 3 protruding vertical wall surfaces. In between, 2 surfaces show 3 window axes. The frieze, a decorative band below the gutter, emphasizes the width of the building. The interior of the Generaalshuis is also designed in classicistic style. There are striking decorations, like the Napoleonic eagle in stucco, with a bundle of thunderbolts in its claws, that is reminiscent of the French Empire. The paintings of Charles Soubre represent the 4 seasons, the 4 elements and the fine arts. The last representation fits well with the Generaalshuis's current purpose, theatre and concert hall. During the construction of the theatre, remains of human bones and medieval pottery were found in the basement of the Generaalshuis. Roman roof tiles and remains of a 10th or 11th century palace were also found. Perhaps the most important find consisted of the remains of the basement of the medieval Witte Vrouwenkloster, White Woman Convent. De Coulinier had the convent, which was closed in the French period, demolished to build his house there. A poem by Limburg writer Viel Koesters, in the interior of the Generaalshuis, commemorates Marieken van Nimwegen, who spent the last 25 years of her life in this convent. The white woman left us the Black Christ, a statue made out of 1 piece of walnut and which is unique in Europe because of its name, mythic origin, colour and style features. The statue presumably dates from the 13th century, and nowadays it can be admired in St. Martin's Church. The Generaalshuis owes its name to Major General B.J.C. Dibbets, who lived there from 1825 until his death in 1839. Dibbets had a glorious military career. At first he fought for the Batavian Republic, then he was a soldier in Napoleon's army, and finally he went to serve under King William I. At the outbreak of the Belgian Revolution in 1830, the Maastricht fortress was preserved for the Kingdom of the Netherlands, partly through the agency of Dibbets. At the time, the Maastricht people preferred to belong to Belgium. Perhaps this is the reason why Dibbets was never very popular in Maastricht. After the Generaalshuis had accommodated all sorts of municipal services in the first half of the 20th century, it became the city library. After that, it became the police headquarters. Then, during the 1980s, it was converted into the theatre at the Friedhof, and it is the home base of the Limburg Symphony Orchestra.